Today is going to be a scary episode because I'm going to be visiting the Nether in today's episode to get a blaze farm up and running. Blaze farms are kind of stressful for me. I don't know what it is about it, but blazes just don't like me. But if you guys actually remembered what we talked about in the last episode, we need to get some sort of fuel source for the super smelter after finishing it. The super smelter is basically completely done except for the fuel source, and I have to hook that up. And we also have to decorate the room in here, so I need to sort of get that underway. Now, with that being said, like I said, blazes don't like me, or blaze don't like me. They really just they like fire, really. Fire and anger, that's all blaze really are. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get around that. But I really don't go on the Nether that much in the server, so this is gonna be kind of a learning curve for me because the Nether is a dangerous place. But it should be pretty simple. It shouldn't be that hard. And that's basically the main goal for today's episode. I might do something else in today's episode, but that's the main goal. Now, with that being said, you guys do remember from the last episode that we did get pranked by Trent with Charlotte here. This is apparently her name is Charlotte. I still do need to pay 10 diamonds for this book, so I guess we'll go ahead and read this at the end of the episode before we close out. And I might actually do a little bit of work over here because I do want to add a tree here, as well as some other things like some more garden stuff, and basically just finish this slab part. So I might do like a little bit of a two-part episode. We're gonna first focus on the blaze farm and get that out the way because I really need some blaze rods. Now luckily for me, blaze farms are pretty straightforward. They don't really require that much because we have spawners and things like that, so it's not going to be that hard to make. I'm probably just gonna grab a little bit of stone and just use stone as the main block. We need some lava buckets, I believe, and that's about it. They're super straightforward, luckily. It's just me actually building it is going to be annoying because they're going to keep spawning as I'm building it, and that's going to be annoying. So that's basically the hardest part, though. Besides that, it's pretty easy, so I will need to grab a bit of buckets. We're going to need more than that. Do I have any iron lying around? I'm sure I have some at the farm, but yeah, we're gonna need a lot of buckets and some blocks. I would use glass, but I don't really think I have much glass, like actual glass blocks. So yeah, I don't really feel like going and collecting sand just to smelt it for glass. For the most part, we're not gonna really see what's going on inside of the blaze farm, so it's not that big of a deal. However, we will need some buckets, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide over to the iron farm, see if we have any iron in here. We should have a little bit. Yes, perfect. That should be more than enough. Craft this in some buckets and we should be good to go there. Here we are in the spooky Nether. I actually do not know exactly where a Nether fortress is. I know that we have one near the end portal, and I know there are some routes to get to one, but I kind of forgot which one it was, like whose portal is near. I thought it was near Metrics, but it could be near Ecos. I've completely forgot where it's at, to be honest. Man, I really forgot. Alright, after driving for like 10 hours, I finally found, oh boy. I finally found the Nether fortress, and I should be able to get some blaze. I think I actually have a little bit of a blaze farm right here. Wait, what was that? Was that a bastion? Oh no, it's not. Okay, I thought it was a bastion. Yeah, this should do the trick. The only annoying part is we do have a lot of gas flying around, and they're gonna make this really annoying. I wonder if there's actually any other blaze spawners around here that are a little bit more easier to manage, because right here is going to be kind of annoying, especially with these guys running around. Hello, do you mind? Yeah, this is going to be kind of weird. It's going to be quite dangerous indeed. So, but this is what we have to work with. I think we're going to have to just like somehow find a way to work around it for the time being. Why is there a batman cube in here? This is a blaze spawner. But this should do the trick. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just figure out everything I need to like basically learn. I probably should go ahead and just knock out the entire farm, or at least most of it. I won't actually make the drop chamber yet. I'll go ahead and just like design the farm, get the farm up and running, and then we'll work out how I actually collect all of the blaze rods. Well, it's been about 3 hours of annoying hot Nether, and I finally got the blaze farm done. Now I have quite a bit of blaze rods, I'm not gonna lie. I did AFK overnight, and we got a little bit to start off with here. I'm not gonna actually show you guys the farm right now because that's kind of boring, and it's kind of far away in the Nether, so I don't want to actually travel all over there. I did just see a spider climb up there, and he is just completely gone. Don't know where he went, but we did do a little bit of work on the super smelter. We got a couple of things done. So number one, we went ahead and got all the rails into place for the fuel, the fuel line for the minecart with hopper. We already have these ones in place as well. I don't know why this guy stopped. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to replace this when I was switching this out. There we go. There's a lot of junk in this hopper. Hold on a second. Wow, there's a lot of junk in here. I've been doing a lot of work, and a lot of items have been falling, and they're just clogging up this hopper. This is not good. Let's just try to get rid of all of this without putting it back into another hopper. Oh Huh? Wait, what was that? Something just came out of nowhere, hit me and died. There we go. And I actually do have my volume down a bit. I was AFKing, so let me see. Audio. There we go. Yeah, we're getting quite a bit of these clogged with some random items. I will have to like clean out some of them, but I don't think we have too many things. We don't have too many problems. They're all basically clean. So for the most part, we do have that running over there. We have the second line. We have the drop-off system right here getting fed into this hopper, which is gonna have a really cool system. So real quick, before we actually, you know, load this bad boy up, because this is about it, right? Like once we actually get these blades rods in here, we are basically finished, and we should actually see this thing light up, which I will say, guys, is very satisfying. But before we do that, I do want to add something to this. When I'm actually building and designing this room, there's a really cool thing I want to add. I want to add a counter to keep track of how much fuel we have, right? So here's the thing. Blaze rods get evenly distributed across the entire area, which means that all I have to do is just take an input of one hopper, and that will be accurate for all hoppers because it's evenly distributed, right? So let's just say I took this hopper right here. If I was to go on the very bottom one, which is actually being fed into the furnace, we can run a comparator out of here, which will give us a signal to let us know just how much power we're getting out of this. So let's see, I can end up doing this, go all the way over here. I'm gonna just give ourselves 5 redstone lamps to give us like a good idea of what the storage is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then have repeaters running like this, and this will actually tell us whether or not we are low on space or not. So if this was to have, say, 2 stacks, it will give us 2. Oh wait, whoa, it'll give more than 2 levels. Hold on a second. How much does one give you? 3. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have to divide that then. So divide that. 1 stack gives us 3 levels. So 2 stacks gives us 6, I'm guessing. 2 full stacks, that is. This is not a full stack. Let's do that. I'm guessing that gives us 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives us 5. So we'll do that and that. That's 2 stacks. Okay. 3 stacks puts us where? Puts us underneath our storage room. That's where it puts us. Let's see. Okay. Just about there. Okay. So that's that. So it looks like two wide, I'm guessing, in between each one. Will basically give us that. And we can just have that go all the way up to 5. So 2, bam. Another stack that should run into that one. Yep, nice. And it shouldn't go to that one. Nice. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is basically accurate here. We'll have these running into here and the last one to there, and that should be good to go. And this should light up that last one. Nice, it does. So that is basically super accurate. That's going to give us a nice counter of how much storage we have, or how much fuel we have. And now all we have to do is just use these to light up the rest of the lamps. So we just break a little bit of this. This will kind of be a little weird to build. I'm not gonna actually build the rest of this yet until we actually have the rest of this finished, because I don't exactly know where everything's gonna go at. I don't want to build something and then end up having to break it. So yeah, we're gonna wait, but just real quick test, make sure this actually lights up the rest of dust. Nice, perfect. Okay, we're good to go there. So yeah, we're basically done with the assembly for the counter. I guess there's really only one last thing to do, which is to go ahead and decorate this room because it is looking quite hideous. I don't know what I'm actually going to do for this, but I have an idea. I'm guessing I should just go for like a stonish, cave-ish looking room. We can find a way to make this kind of blend in as well and just give it sort of that look. Just, since this is like already looking like that, I could do that, or I could go with like a spruce feel. Because I do kind of want it to look modern, so I think I'm just gonna go with like a spruce feel and see how that works. So I'll go ahead and gather some materials, and I'll be back with you guys once I am finished. Alright guys, it has been probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and I got a lot of work done. I decided I don't want to actually do a time lapse on this because it is kind of boring. You guys have seen super smelters and stuff like that before, so it's not that big of a deal. But I went ahead and decorated the entire room, as well as implemented the counter system, which I'll show you guys in a second. But first of all, this was kind of tedious, I'm not gonna lie. We got quite a bit of decorations here done, and we did get the inside of this done as well. This is the counter system for the actual farm, or the super smelter. This is gonna let us know whenever we get low on reserves, and I already showed you guys how that part works. And yeah, that's basically that. We did go ahead and name these so we can tell what levels they're on, and we have a fuel supply right there. So that's basically all we did so far. And I guess there's really nothing else to do besides go ahead and test this thing. First of all, I need to go ahead and clear my inventory. My inventory is very, very full. I have a lot of stuff. Hold on. Do I have any space here? Just real quick. No, I don't really. Let's just put these hoppers in our redstone chest. Man, I have a lot of stuff. I'm starting to get a little unorganized again. I'm gonna have to like clean this up before things get out of hand. Boop boop. Give me my carrots back. Observers, glass, lead. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. And whoa, wait, that chest kind of looked weird for a second. All right, there we go. We should be good. Now we can actually grab the blaze rods and put them inside of the super smelter. Now, in theory, this should be 100% working. We should be able to put items in here. They should get transferred through there. Put the fuel in there. They should actually allow the counter to go up eventually. And then everything should end up in these chests. So fingers crossed this works. Let's go ahead and grab our fuel. We did AFK at the blaze rod farm, so we should have quite a bit. Now I don't think we're gonna even get to very low yet because there are a lot of furnaces in here, and it's probably not gonna get to that level, but we'll see. It's gonna take a lot of fuel to actually allow this counter to go up, but it's good because it's a very accurate assumption of how much fuel we actually have. It's not gonna really lie to us and be like, oh, you have a lot of fuel, and then after smelting like 10 items, you're gonna be like completely out. So it's very, very long term. If this thing is anywhere around moderate, you know that you have a lot of fuel and it will last you a long time. If it ever dares go near full, you know you have a lot of fuel and you can smelt basically for the rest of your life. But anyway, we went ahead and just fill this thing up. We're gonna see how this works, and I'll come back with you guys once things are basically all in there. I'm not gonna actually put anything inside the super smelter yet. I want to just wait until the fuel levels go up to see if we actually can get at least one level of the light when it comes to our fuel supply. All right guys, so after waiting for this thing to go all the way down, it has not moved at all, guys. This thing does take a lot. It's 128 plus stacks of fuel reserves in order to get very low to light up. So if we do not have, 128 plus stacks of fuel, then this thing is not going to light up. And you can actually see we actually put almost 2 shulker boxes, which is almost equivalent to one regular large chest. This thing needs about 2, maybe 3 large chests of space or fuel in order to actually get one light to turn on. So like I said, it's going to be very, very accurate to actually tell us how much supply we have. But if you come down here, this hopper is supposed to like have something in it in order to actually get one of these light up, and it doesn't. All of those blaze rods have only gotten us 100, or 100, my bad, 21 blaze rods in each furnace. So that is a lot. That is a lot because we have 128 furnaces in this entire build. So that's quite a bit of fuel, and that's going to go a very long way. However, it's not that much, and if we are doing a lot of work with things like sand or blocks that are in high, volume, this will run out quite fast. So we do need to make sure we AFK from now on at the blaze rod farm as much as we can to actually keep the fuel levels, suffice and level. But for the most part, this thing is working, and it does have fuel, so this will work. So let's go ahead and test this thing out. I'm excited, guys. I'm super excited to see if this thing works. One of the most satisfying things is just watching it, turn on and watching all of the furnaces light up. So we're gonna get like 1 stack, maybe 2 stacks of stone, and turn this into some smooth stone and see what happens. So we are gonna first just go ahead and throw these in here. Actually, let's go straight for the chest. Chest will, yeah, it will suck it all up much faster. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna go in the back over here real quick so we can like watch everything happen. But that should first pick up all the items, then should drop them all off. So we shall see. We shall see. I don't think it's actually made it over there yet. Yeah, it's still loading up right now. Here it comes. That's the first, or that's the mine cart. So it's gonna go ahead and ride on over here. It's gonna make a turn, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna skirt, you know what I'm saying? Load up with the items. It's taking quite a minute. You done yet? There you go. Okay. There we go. Off it goes, and all of those should start getting lit up. They're not getting lit up. Oh, I forgot about that. Wait a minute. Oh no, wait, these aren't. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, we've done something wrong. These are supposed to be going directly inside of the furnaces, and they're not. They're like going off to the edge. So I'm gonna have to redo these hoppers. Dang it, I made a mistake already. Stop the farm, stop the farm. Everything needs to get shut down. I gotta repair this. Luckily for us though, it looks like we actually did the other row hoppers properly. Every single last furnace, I've been like just peeping at each one. It looks like every last furnace has gotten 21 blaze rods, so I believe we gotten that right. I think this is the only like problem we actually made, which I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of a good thing. This is a pretty, you know, mild problem. It's nothing that requires me having to break this entire thing back down. Sometimes that's really all you can ask for. Well, we are basically finished with today's project. As you guys can see, it's like very steady. It's not gonna be completely perfect, only because, like I said, we're using hoppers. Hoppers are limited on how fast they can, you know, drop things off. So it's not gonna be as fast, but things are really fast, and it is much faster than one furnace alone. So I think it's safe to say that this thing is actually a very good investment of time. And I did decide to go ahead and leave this part open where it actually shoots the items up. I think that's just super cool to watch all the items kind of like flop up and down as they get loaded inside of the chests. But with that being said, that's gonna go ahead and have to call it from me for today's video. We got a lot done. The blaze farm, actually I never did show you guys the blaze farm, huh? I probably should show you guys that real quick. Maybe the next episode. I think in the next episode I'll show you guys what we actually did with the blaze farm. I didn't want to bore you guys to death because it's a super generic blaze farm design, nothing special at all. I do actually need to AFK over there, so it's a good chance that I might actually start my next episode over there at the blaze farm. But yeah, with it being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel and post notifications. With it being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.